Okay, hold on. Mo better butter mo better butter 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 mo better butter 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 mo better butter butter. Silly says she shall
You don't do this all the time,
she
do
shall
you?
yes. Oh yeah. Well,
Oh fuck!
bes-
Good thing I'm not a guest all the time. Jeez.
besides Hal queefing into the microphone,
Jeez.
he right now, if his camera was on, he runs with scissors before every episode we start.
My camera is on. Thank you very much.
I don't see it on.
I see it.
I'm streaming.
I don't see it. Not on
It's on
Skype.
Twitch. It's on Twitch.
I'm on Twitch.
Ah. Well, normally he runs with scissors before each show, so.
Yes, and then I try to castrate my cats.
And Nalagag usually he sacrifices a goat to his elder gods.
No, I actually throw a baby out the wall.
And see how
I'm
much
trying-
it takes to paint.
Yeah.
Is this
I'm
like
done
a
with one wall, now just missing a ceiling.
is this like a freshly born baby? Like it still has all this the
Oh,
on
sometimes he
it.
just throws the mother too. It's hilarious.
It still
That
has
makes
the
sense.
umbilical cord.
Also so it slingshots back in.
Yeah, so it can go like
Well,
up and down.
No, what happened first was he tried to climb a building with it, but it snapped halfway up when he was going. He's like, oh, shit.
I was trying to do a bungee jump, but
Oh.
I was trying to use the baby as a cord, but
Are we ready
Wow.
yet?
Well,
I-
we've been streaming, just trying to get the
I just
MMO
have to-
champion up right now.
I just had to piss.
I'm glad I left my MMO champion up.
Okay, so as
Proof
soon as
you are not
Nalagag,
prepared.
well, you know what? Forget about Nalagag. We'll just start, and he can just fill in.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Tor, I got an ad on your damn stream. What the hell?
Well, if you subscribe for a low, low price of $49.99, you too can have ad-free viewing content.
I'm
Not for $49.99.
I'm not important enough
Screw that.
to remove ads. Even though I know Hobbs, I'm not. That
I know Hobbs, guys. Come on now.
Okay, here we go. Hey everybody, it is Torre here, and this is another week of Coffee Talk. Of course, we got our normal Nalagag and Havanis with us. Danny is out with the girlfriend, and Doy is getting his something waxed and bleached.
Just freak off.
So, and we have special guest here, Unholy Pally. Everyone knows him. He's the guy that's always running into a wall, and he just stays there AFK running into a wall. He's that guy.
If you don't know who Unholy is, he's bad at every single thing he does.
This is true.
And I have a personal vendetta against him, and I hate him.
Oh, okay. So,
Unholy Gate 2016.
what's been going on this week? How?
What up, bitch? Everything's been pretty good, actually. I got to spend time with my girl. And then I grossed Tor out by posting thousands upon thousands of pictures on Facebook, which was just 2. And, I've been working / streaming when I can, but I haven't really been doing much because I've been too busy with the story of Fallen Empire on SWTOR.
No one has tried that yet. Please do so. It is so
They
good.
did very well with it. I think we're going to have a podcast next week with just us talking about how awesome it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is really they did everything they messed up in the past. They
Fixed it.
redeemed themselves with this storyline. It's amazing.
Besides that, I have not been doing too much, just working and trying to get videos out when I can. Good
With
on
me-
Unholy.
Unholy? Yeah, let's go with Unholy. Unholy! So what you been doing besides failing?
Waiting to hear about a certain someone, if they are indeed alive or not.
Yes. If anyone
And-
doesn't know, Unholy is a huge
Dick.
Walking Dead fan. Bigger than I am.
I have so much Walking Dead stuff. I need more.
You have so much
Yeah.
Walking Dead stuff that it's almost like you're a walking, talking corpse.
Yes, indeed.
That sucks at everything he does.
Other than that, I just recently re-downloaded Steam and got into Clicker Hero, which is addictive as hell.
Yeah, he's still at noob status.
Is he?
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you
I'm
given
like-
him the auto clicker yet? Come on.
I'm at like level. I'm almost in the 90s now, I
90s.
think.
I'm at 1300.
I went down because I ascended twice. But
Well, he still keep your highest rank.
yeah,
That's what you go by. It always goes by your highest rank, even if you send.
yeah. I suppose I should change the thing to game talk shows.
With me, I'm gonna go quickly with me. It's just nothing's been going on today. Nalagag, Doy, and myself watched BlizzCon, and that's what's gonna be most of the discussion today.
Actually,
we'll wait
screw
to
it.
get-
We're gonna be playing Shower with Your Dad Simulator on this podcast.
Oh yes, that's yes. Shower your dad.
I think Nalgag's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
As a prank, I gave the game to half of the people here, as just me being a total ass.
I'm gonna play it.
Copy of the game. I sent one to. I think I sent one to Nal. I sent one to Hal. I sent one to Noble, and I sent one to Danny. It's like a 99 cents, I think, something like that. $1.99.
It was 99 cents for the sale.
It was 99 cents. Yes, during the sale. So I said, you know what? It's $1. You get one, and you get one, and you get one. Everyone
Still
gets
waiting
to
for
shower
mine.
their dads. I can't give you one on Holy. You're gonna fail even in that one.
Yeah, on
I will, but
You'll
it'll
probably
be
go
fun.
showering with your mom instead of
No,
your dad.
it's
You
just
start
like
pressing the
it's
game.
like, oh, this is unholy, and I'm playing Shower with Your Dad Simulator, and he's just outside walking into a street sign.
What do you? No, he starts actually really showering with his dad.
We don't have showers in Canada.
Hi, this is
How do
unholy,
you-
and I'm showering with my grandmother today.
We showering here is like kind of complicated because like we live in igloos, but
Oh yes,
we
totally.
manage.
I forgot that you're a fellow Canadian. Fuck off. Stop giving away our secrets.
Now, do you live on? Where in Canada do you live on Holy? Just to remind.
I'm in Ontario near
That's more
Hobbs.
west.
He's near Hobbs.
Yeah.
So that's
Nice.
more west.
Yes, I believe.
I think he's more west.
Look on the map, and
I'm not doing that. I came here to talk about friggin' Warcraft and whatever else. I'm not looking at a map.
You clearly have not played WoW then.
Exactly. Most of your time is looking at a map. I hope you know that.
What? I didn't know that. I usually run into stuff.
World of Warcraft is just Open Your Map Simulator 2013. Because they haven't given us a good thing since 2013. Hi-oh.
new game on Steam, Unholy Simulator 2015.
I wouldn't be able to play that because I'm too good at video games.
Coming out next week.
Oh, the closet?
It takes a week to produce.
All right.
No.
Nalagag, what's
How?
up with you this week?
How? We don't say that. Shh.
I've been
Not ready
dealing
for that
with
yet.
fucking taxes and fucking, I don't know, politics. I don't know, fucking idea. I had some issues with, I've been signing, I got under a new contract at work, which actually gives me a legit payment, which makes me now a middle class. And I didn't get my paycheck last week, because apparently the
Did they
woman
fix that?
was... Yeah, they fixed it, of course. Duh, I'm playing an Xbox right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The woman never got the information about it, so I haven't had hadn't any money for like the past week. So I've been calling back and forth to like the agency, the workplace, tax office. It's just been on the phone calls for the past week. I've just been irritated about it. But today I finally got my paycheck.
Yep. He went and ate a piece of Tempur-Pedic mattress, and it was all good.
Hold on, let me fix my camera.
What, are you still illegally
myself.
streaming the thing to all your Twitch people?
No, I'm not illegally. I would never do something like
We
that.
would never do anything like that for 5 hours.
Yeah.
We were
No
all
comment.
we all went to Torre's house and watched it.
Yes, y'all flew to my house for 5 hours and then flew back.
In the amount of time that it takes to fly.
Nalagag is still streaming from the plane.
Yeah.
But now our Nalagag is an Xbox user. Yay!
I gotta go get
Yeah.
a time card so I can play with you guys again.
That's gonna be so much fun playing.
Yes.
So let's start with Let's start with last night. Let's start with that because that was extremely fun. Basically, all of us were like, "We're just gonna quit." WoW, it's ridiculous. So, for people who didn't know, last night, MMO Champion, and which also mentioned today because they got pissed at MMO Champion for releasing some information ahead of time. They stated that they said the price of the collector's edition and the digital and all that, and they said what's going to happen. You'll get the boost to 100. You won't be able to get your Demon Hunter unless you have a 70, and you're only allowed one Demon Hunter per server. But the biggest kick in the crotch, which all day today we were making constant jokes of this, was Hellfire Citadel. We're stuck with Hellfire Citadel till September of 2016 because that's when Legion is going to be launched. So we're going to be stuck with that same content for 11 months.
Provided that they do not do an update to the game in the form of a patch 6.6 or whatever the hell they're running into.
Which they probably will, but even though what they give you a month, but they'll probably do that a month beforehand.
Not even.
So just say month, 10 months with the same raid content. Why would you pay for something that's... I call it a stale product. That's
it would
what
be. A month after your raid content comes out, it's stale.
They're banking on that you're going to be getting content because people are going to be getting into the PTR. And they're going to like, oh, you're in the PTR. You're doing content right now. That's not new content. It's not even stable content. You don't even know what's going to happen. They just... It's stupid that you're paying for content.
This
You're
coming
literally
from
doing
someone...
the same shit you were doing last year.
This is coming from someone, by the way, who is constantly paying for the game for 11 years now.
Yes, and I probably will still continue.
I mean, I said I'll come back and play it. I hope it's good. If it's good and keeps my attention, great. If not, I'll go back to Hellfire Citadel.
Which one, old or new?
Both.
So, let's start with BlizzCon today. What do you guys think? Oh, just your first initial reactions to BlizzCon.
We going in order?
Let's start with you, Hal.
I was very underwhelmed. I
Great choice of words.
I didn't feel like there was a lot there. The only time that I felt immediately excited is when I got to see the trailer for the actual Legion trailer, the cinematic trailer. I'm not gonna lie, I popped a chub when I was watching that because that was awesome.
Because that render time.
Everything else was very underwhelming.
How about you now?
Honestly, I don't really know what to say about BlizzCon this year, what they showed. The only thing that actually got me a little pumped a little bit was Legion itself.
Yeah.
For the cinematic. Everything else is just like, I don't really care, and if you actually paid attention to the audience, it sounded the same for everyone.
They didn't give a shit.
I
was like,
felt like it was half-assed.
I was like, oh, heroes! Yay!
Yeah,
Overwatch! Yay! When I was like Legion, and they came like, oh yeah!
Oh, and then it was like...
It's because it was already spoiled.
No, it was
ahead
like
of
this.
time.
No, but holy, they didn't give us any information. At
Nothing
all.
that we didn't know.
Everything else we didn't know.
Well, I don't have the virtual ticket, so I haven't seen anything except for what the cinematic trailer that they put up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, what else?
You didn't like that cinematic trailer though?
It was a beautiful trailer. It was like, okay, it just gave a date at the end.
I'll
like,
have you know that
okay.
Varian Rin's render time for each 4 sections of his whole thing was 6 hours. For one section. For a frame.
He looks old though. He looks really like super old.
Lore wise, he's like 60.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
I was more amused and excited for the Headless Horseman.
The Headless Horseman
In the background.
floating in the background of the casters.
We were watching the connecting tissue between the panels, and the guy in the background just got this Headless Horseman head on a stick floating in around in the background while these casters are doing shit. They're oblivious to it.
That was the best.
Yeah.
That was BlizzCon.
That was BlizzCon for me. I love BlizzCon for the crowd when it was there.
It was so bad that Dory left.
Dory left twice.
He's probably fed up. He's like, screw this.
It just felt like it was half-assed. I mean,
it felt rushed too.
Yeah, it's like, what's the best word to put it? It's just
underwhelming. It was
underwhelming is the best way to say it, because they were like giving us content that we already knew. They threw in a few things, but the things that they threw in new was like, wow, we get that in every expansion.
Some of it didn't help either, because everybody was under the impression that Overwatch is a free-to-play game.
Yes, even I thought it was free-to-play.
I thought you were just going to download it and microtransactions, but you got to buy an actual
Didn't
copy.
they announce it as free-to-play game?
Yeah.
Because I know that's why it's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Wait, so I don't get to download it for free when it comes out?
Oh, no, you have to pay $60. Well, if you get the Origin version. If you get the regular version, it's $40.
Okay, Blizzard, you might want to like state that it's not going to be a free-to-play game like Heroes ahead of time.
I think what they meant by free-to-play was it's not going to cost you a subscription fee. But they should have clarified
That's not free-to-play.
They should have really clarified that, because that was really, cause everyone was like in shock. I know I was. I got to read the forums and stuff, and people like actually complain it's not free-to-play. I think the Legion trailer was far superior to the movie trailer. Yeah. Honestly, that movie trailer was just like, okay.
It gave you a lot of good shots of the characters. Besides that, it didn't make me any more pumped for the movie than I was.
Right. I think it's going to be good, but not... I have a feeling it's not going to be that great.
Now, that Legion cinematic trailer...
Yes.
Good job, Blizzard, on that one, because that was dope.
Varian took it. And you saw that look that he gave Sylvanas?
He's like, do I trust you? And Sylvanas is just so like, I got your back.
I got your back. So, this is just a prediction, but what if something flies between Varian and Sylvanas and gives her hope? Because she doesn't care if she lives or dies now. She's like... You know,
her only focus is staying alive so she can create more undead and take over more area.
Right. But basically, her whole focus was completed already, to kill Lich King. That was her sole purpose. And then when that's done, she didn't have anything else. So now she just works with the Valkyrs.
Yeah, well, the Valkyr work for her.
Yeah, and they just resurrect undead to keep, everyone, the race of the undead is going.
Yeah, and if she dies, they can sacrifice one of them to resurrect her.
But there's only like a few left, aren't there?
Like 3 left, I think.
I think there's like 2, 3 left. Yeah.
I want to say 3. There was 4, but then they sacrificed one of themselves to resurrect from the Lich King.
Well, there was 7 in total.
7.
We killed 1. 3 of them sacrificed themselves to resurrect the first time that Godfrey shot her. So, I think there's 2 left. Yeah, 2 left.
2 or 3. Well, should be good enough for now.
Yeah, so she should be good for another 2 deaths.
They also mentioned that she's going to play a big role in this expansion.
They
She
mentioned
has not done anything since Wrath.
They mentioned the same with Gen Greymane, and I didn't see him in the trailer.
Well, he is going to play a big role
Yeah.
in Heroes of Storm.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Yeah. I was more impressed with the stuff that they gave us through Overwatch than what they gave everything else. And then Legion kind of brought me back with the hype, because I was kind of hyped after watching that. I hope it's worth the wait, is what I'm hoping.
Honestly, and I'm just letting everybody know right now that if Legion is a flop, Blizzard has 2 options: free to play, or just fold.
Yep.
They don't have a choice, because if Legion is a flop, they're at 5.5. I guarantee they're going to be going down to 3 million subscribers. That's about the same amount as SWTOR and Rift. They have about 1 to 3 million subscribers. So going from 12 million originally, almost peaking to 3, that's a huge jump in what, 2 years?
But they don't care, because like Nalagag said beforehand when I was talking to him, they made more money off of Hearthstone in the first month that it was out than they ever did on a 2 years worth of WoW.
We can never go wrong on like Magic the Gathering type of games.
No.
They're very
Hearthstone's killing it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, even Heroes is killing it.
that's where a majority of their money is coming from, like, as of recent.
I'm back on track there, Tor. We keep getting distracted because there's just so much stuff that we watched.
Yeah. All right. So we covered. So let's talk about the movie. Let's start with the first announcement they had. The movie. What are your thoughts on? Your first initial thoughts on the movie? How?
George Lucas directed it because there's a whole shit ton of CGI.
Well, the whole thing is CGI. The entire movie.
Yeah. I'm not happy about that. If they were going to do a CGI movie, why did they not do it as a cinematic?
It's almost like a Final Fantasy, and that's what scares me.
Yeah.
That really scares me.
That was what I said when I saw that trailer. I was like, it looks like a cinematic.
But it was, like, in a cinematic, that cinematic that we watched with the Legion one, I thought Varian was a fucking breathing human being.
They did Varian so well in that.
When I looked at King Lane in the movie, I'm all like, so they pasted this dude's head on a CGI body.
Yeah.
But I don't... Yeah.
Refresh me on Alliance history. Who is King Lane?
King Lane is Varian Wren's father.
The original king.
He's the king from Warcraft 2? 1?
Yes, 2. Warcraft 2.
Yeah. Warcraft 2.
Not to confuse with the King of Lordaeron.
No. King of Lordaeron is Arthas' father.
So originally there were 2 kings.
The Alliance was unified, but splintered into, like, small clans and governed by, different areas. So it's like, King Lane was the overall Alliance commander, but there was still King Taranis and, you know, all the other ones.
But how many kings were there? Actual title of kings.
Oh, title of kings? I think there was 2 or 3.
Lane,
King Taranis, and Magni Bronzebeard? Or, yeah, King Magni.
Oh, and King, man. Okay, so there were 3.
At the time, the Alliance was only human. Really. They had a very few other races in the Alliance. Dwarves and gnomes were probably about the close second.
Okay. So does everyone agree that the CGI was pretty good on the movie? They actually did it well.
No.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen the movie trailer?
No. Not yet.
You gotta watch it. It's really good. I mean, the special effects and everything. It's really good. like with the dire wolf, I was like, I don't want to meet that. Like in game, I can one shot them, but I don't want to meet one of those in real life attacking me.
The dire wolf and Duratan looked really good.
Yes.
Is there explosions?
Yeah. And
Like
Winter.
Michael Bay style explosions?
Oh, I don't think there's that many.
Oh, no.
There's like
God damn it, Michael Bay.
a ballista blows up with like oil and shit, but I think that's about it.
My main concern is, and I think we're all there, is the storyline. The storyline is what's going to make or break the movie.
Well, the storyline is Warcraft 2 onwards, so we
It's going
already
to
know.
go towards when they leave. Are they going to show the demons? That's my like that they're going to do the story. They're doing the storyline when the demons Gul'dan, like Legion, they like Gul'dan was telling them to go to drink.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking, because that's when they came through the portal. They're doing the storyline of the portal, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the portal, yeah, when they first come through.
So that's going to be interesting. And are they going to show Taurens? Are they going to show trolls?
We don't
They
know.
never showed that.
We don't know. We
Because
just saw a couple...
the first person that, who was it that, what's his name? Thrall's father.
Duratan.
Duratan. The first person he met was Karen, if you played Warcraft. When he came over.
No.
No, that's Thrall.
Thrall met Karen.
Was Thrall? Oh, you're right.
You're
right.
thinking of Warcraft 3 storyline with the
I'm thinking
bonus
of-
campaigns.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
So then I gotta play Warcraft again. Damn. I gotta relive it into the story. Just by these cinematics, give me a rating of 1 to 10. What do you
Ooh.
think?
Oh, okay. I'm showing the trailer on my stream without any sound. I didn't know it. We see Ner'zhul as well. That's cool. In the trailer, so I think we're gonna be like kind of going around like with the warlords and stuff.
So yeah, it's gonna be, but our timeline of Warlords.
Our
not-
timeline warlords, not.
Please do not get it confused with the timeline that's in the game.
No, not
That
M. Night
timeline is
Shyamalan
something.
warlords.
What a twist!
What the twist?
Our timeline in the game is like so messed up.
Yeah, in the game, don't go by that. Do not go by that because it's all twisted.
Just think
That
of the
timeline.
only thing that is canon as the books being canon, and then you've got it.
The only thing canon is that Durtan was there, Gul'dan was there. Gorfine is not what he's supposed to be.
No.
So
But
that got all messed up.
But Gorfine's a side character anyway, so he was never really important.
He has enough pull to rearrange himself in Black Temple. All right, so let's move on to the next part, which was Hearthstone. New expansion.
I'm excited.
I'm a
New
little
expansion?
excited.
What are you talking about? This is the first I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Explain.
Was it the League?
League of Explorers Adventure.
Yes.
Sounds
gonna-
like
It's like
Nest-
Nax.
is it Hemet? Hemet Nestlingwary?
No,
Bronze.
it's Bran Bronzebeard and the Night Elf architect lady and stuff. It's all the people that you see in game that have for the artifact stuff, like for going into archaeology.
The Murloc guy. was new.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy was new, right? I never seen him before. The Murloc.
The Murloc is basically Total Biscuit as a Murloc. So
Yeah, pretty much. It is. Just gotta put the hat.
Yeah.
It looked pretty good. I like the. It's kind of a different tempo, like playing it with that the monkey. That was pretty cool because it brings that. It turned all your cards legendary.
When you play the Golden Monkey, the Golden Monkey generates legendary minions in your hand.
The equal amount. If you have like 6 cards in your hand, you take those 6 cards, put those back in your deck,
And you
then
get
you generate
6
a random
legendary.
legendaries.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
Sounds overpowered.
Sounds very RNG. You could get 5 Chos.
Ooh.
Did you say Chos or Chubs?
Chos.
Or Blood Mage Thalnos.
Yeah, or Blood Mage Thalnos.
I think they did a pretty good job. I should get back into playing Hearthstone.
You want
'cause
another-
it really is a good game.
I'll
It
show
really-
you. I'm
You know
showing
what?
people on my stream. This is the best
Screw
way.
Hearthstone.
This is the best
I
way to
hate
get into
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone again. On my stream is an iPad Mini or an iPad, because it's so much better.
I agree. That is the best way because I should start doing that again. It's playing before bed.
Play 15 minutes before bed. You can do like 3 matches.
Exactly.
Yeah, get your blood boiling before you go to sleep. Yeah, that'll help you sleep.
You can even play against NPC if you don't feel like you're worthy enough.
Yeah, train first.
Live to win.
Use the heart of the
to die.
cards, Unholy.
Nalagag knows how bad I am.
You
Jesus,
cannot
I'm
compare
terrible.
playing other players to Nalagag. Nalagag eats, breathes, and sleeps with Hearthstone.
No, he's watched me a few times and I'm terrible.
I remember playing the first time against Unholy. I was like, Unholy, are you okay? Did I hurt you that bad? And I'm not good. I tore him a new one. I was like, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I let Unholy beat me one day.
Blink twice if you're okay.
No, I was
alright.
just running into a wall.
So with Hearthstone, I mean, what Nalagag, I mean, what Halvana said is true. If you got a phone or an iPad just before you go to bed, and you want to go to sleep faster, play one match. Before you know it, you get better and better, and you're done with it. You're good.
Yep.
That expansion is coming out next week.
Next week.
Thursday.
Thursday.
This Thursday.
Which is the first time in Blizzard's history.
But this is the fun thing.
What?
The guy, when he announces it, goes, later this year.
And we're like,
And everybody in the crowd was just like,
it's November.
it's November. Later this year is a month and a half.
It's like, oh.
Then he
goes-
changes it.
He goes, let me be more specific. A week and a half from now.
No, he said later this month, and then he's like, "Oh,
More
okay.
specific. Thursday.
Thursday." Like, okay, we can deal with that. But I think this is gonna be a nice expansion. I'm hoping they would bring a Karazhan expansion coming out soon. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
I think what you've seen in... Because we all thought at first it was going to be ZG.
Yes.
But I think that's because we saw that card that looked like the snake. And it was actually the monkey card. It was actually one of the monkey cards that we saw.
So final thoughts on Hearthstone.
Can't wait for it. I'll have to try to buy it.
Now? You're
I
gonna
will play. I'm gonna be heroic.
With me, I might just wait a little. I'm not that much of a Hearthstone player, but
Unholy, your thoughts?
I'll give it a try.
I just recently uninstalled it because I just got so frustrated with it.
Oh my god.
But I haven't bought any of the expansions, to be honest.
Master Chris Metzen, please smite this boy.
Yeah, no, Nalagag will tell you. I've been getting really frustrated with it.
He has had the most terrible luck when it comes to fighting against people. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's probably the same as when Nalagag watches me play when I'm trying to climb the ladder from my fucking back, my Hearthstone back, and I lose every single match because he's watching.
I think it might be Nalagag that brings the bad luck.
It's a nervous
Nalagag brings the
factor.
baddie.
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay, so that's
That's why I
Hearthstone
stopped
covered.
streaming it.
That's
If
Hearthstone
anyone
covered.
wants to know why I'm looking up, I'm just setting up my screens so I can see Hal's chat and my chat at the same time.
I don't have your chat up, but
Okay,
Tor's chat is dull. There's nothing happening on it.
yeah, because it's just me and you.
Yeah.
All right, so next one, of course, this is the bigger one. Overwatch. First thoughts. How?
Go screw yourself, Overwatch.
I thought it was going to be free to play. I'm not adverse to paying $59.99 for the Origins edition.
But you do get a lot of stuff.
You get a lot of stuff with that. And that little ape in-game pet is just so adorable looking. And
Apparently you buy everything for $10.
That's how they get you.
Now,
They
what do
get
you
with
think?
The stupid pets.
Now?
Now, your thoughts.
I will buy it, but Overwatch itself, I don't know. Not a big fan of it so far.
I'm gonna reiterate. I'm buying it for console because I think it's gonna be better on console than PC.
I'm buying it on a PC because shooter is most comfortable with.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with the Xbox gamepad for shooters now, though, since I've been playing Destiny.
Yeah, me too. Unholy, your thoughts? Have you seen? Well, you've seen a lot of Overwatch.
Well, if you have to buy it, there's like Blizzard. You can only get so much of my money, and I'm gonna choose to buy Legion and not buy Overwatch. So
I'm just gonna buy both.
that's. I'm not made of money, so.
With
that's
just
where I
10
stand.
cents a day, you can get Unholy Overwatch.
Unholy! Your body is full of organs that you don't really need.
You got 2 kidneys.
You've got 2 kidneys.
Hey, we all know I don't have an appendix, so I can't sell that. That's useless anyway.
He's in trade chat trading kidney for Overwatch.
Go to the black market auction house. Shit, no Overwatch.
Selling
today.
eyeball to pay for electricity bill.
Oh,
Poor
my.
Unholy.
Oh.
I think it's
bring Unholy
really
on the
good.
show more. I like Ben
Yeah.
Adam so much.
I think it's gonna be. I'm not much of a shooter person, but I think I might get hooked on this.
It looks like it's a very addictive game from what I've watched.
And the timing for them is pretty damn good, because with Battlefront coming out next month, by that time, and Call of Duty's just coming out, it'll die down where Overwatch will pick it up, and then pick up all the people that died down from. Because no matter how the hype of a game is, it dies down. All the battlefields die down until the next best shooter comes out,
which is in the next Battlefield or the
next Call of Duty. Yeah. So
you completely glimpsing the best one of all of
them. The hype for Fallout 4 is gonna last like a month and a half, maybe.
I give it 2 weeks.
If they're gonna get annoyed with it, I don't know. Tor, you probably play it. Follow Shelter.
Yes, I do.
My girlfriend's addicted to that. And
oh my god, that drains your battery like a friggin' demon.
We were laying here last night just watching a movie, and fucking out of nowhere, I hear her go, "Oh fuck, shit!" I said, "What?" She goes, "Two of my people died from starvation."
Really?
Yes.
How's like we're not having kids?
I'm like, holy shit.
We're not having kids.
I thought I got bad at I got mad at video games, but she gets worse. Holy!
Did you catch what Unholy said?
I heard what you said.
That is awesome.
If I ever have a mistake on Holy, I'll name it after you.
Thanks. That would be an honor.
Chest.
I lost track of
I just want to point out that all of you glimpse over the one that's most successful, has been successful for like 2 years now, and that's Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike's a beast.
Counter-Strike will continue living because the hype behind that is just so good.
It is the #1 shooter, and it's been like that for a good while now.
And I'm going to point out that I don't think Counter-Strike's updated its engine once.
I haven't played Counter-Strike since I was like in elementary school.
Yeah, last time I played Counter-Strike was I was on Skype call with Now, and I kept getting fucking shot in the head.
I don't think I've ever played Counter-Strike.
It's a very fun game.
What is this, shooter or
It's a
strategy?
first-person shooter.
Shooter.
It's a really good first-person shooter.
If you want to see it at its best, look for a CS:GO tournament on Twitch and watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'll watch it and be
fucking
like, I could
intense.
be as good as them, go in the game, shot in the first time.
Because Counter-Strike, CS:GO is actually one of those shooters that are actually difficult to master.
Yeah.
Unlike Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Duty.
Dude.
Um,
Okay. Next.
So, Overwatch, final thoughts, you think it's good?
I think it could be good.
Uh,
it seems fun. I've been watching Kelrick play it. It doesn't seem like a bad game. It seems pretty fun.
It seems like
But-
you can have a lot of hilarious moments with some of the way that the heroes work.
Yeah.
and one thing I just forgot to mention, I don't understand what he meant by you can't really stick with one character.
It's designed for you to switch up your characters in between matches.
So you get a choice, or your character gets blocked out? What happens?
No,
You can stay
I
with
feel
it.
like
I heard all characters have a character that counters certain characters, which if you're running a certain team composition,
Yeah.
the other team can swap out to the counter a counter character. It's
Yeah,
And,
each one of
and the
teams-
matches are 10 minutes, which is like bite size, so you can jump in and out whenever.
It's a very casual, friendly shooter.
Yeah.
It is.
So they try to do something like Hearthstone, quick, fast.
It's
I
quick
think,
ones.
I think 10 minutes is kind of long, in my opinion.
10 minutes for a 10-minute match. That's okay.
yeah, because I've seen CS:GO streams, and those matches will go on for 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Well, again, watching Kelrick, I would put her stream on, have it on the side, do something, look back over, and the match is like 1 second to being finished, and I was like, wow, that was just fast. It's not. It can be long. If depends on how your patience is
Like Tor, you and I and Nalagag sat down for 2 hours one night and played Heroes of the Storm, and we had 15 matches.
That's true, yeah.
It's paced. The way it's paced is we could sit down for an hour and play Overwatch, and maybe we'll get in 10 minutes every 10 minutes on the hour every hour. The whole hour is made up of 10-minute matches. Or maybe we win really, really fast on some of the matches, and we go through to 5-minute matches each time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what they do with the party and group systems and that, because if you have a Skype call like this, and you want to have a guild type thing happening, you can arrange it so you can have a custom game, which would be pretty cool.
Nalagay, didn't you mention something like that before we started? That they were asking people if they had a voice chat built into the BattleNet launcher?
Yeah,
Yes, there are.
they're supposed to be putting that in.
Yeah.
And they're asking people, would you like it? Or if they implement it, would you use it? And they have options between maybe, no, or yes.
I've heard it's overwhelmingly positive.
Isn't there a voice chat
It's the
built
worst.
into Warcraft?
That's the worst one. though.
I'm not joking. That's the way it sounds.
You can have the most professional sounding mic set up and be perfect on streams and stuff. You go into the WoW one, it's all hey guys, it's welcome for fucking accountant here. I just want to tell you about it. It's really good to read.
It's honestly the worst mic ever. It's
It's
Why
the
they
worst
put that-
software.
It's the worst
Yeah.
software.
and they thought that was
Wow.
shit putting it in. So let's go on to.
Of course, I haven't updated the like
Oh
in
my God.
years.
Blizzard, how bad are you, Blizzard? Jeez.
They put that in Lich King, early Lich King, I think.
Before that, wasn't it?
They put it in the second patch of BC.
Yeah. I remember because we were still playing with that big group of friends that I started WoW with, and would use that every night, but we couldn't understand what the fuck anyone else was saying. I'm sorry. Can I go on like just a small story?
Go ahead.
We were going through.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We were going through the Dumb Moreau, the mountain pass to get to Ironforge, and Sin goes, "There's a frost saber over there. Why don't you use your hunter ability to tame it?" I thought he said, "Why don't you go kill that refrigerator over there?"
Oh my goodness.
I said, "There's refrigerators in this game?" He goes, "No, frost saber."
I can't.
Yeah.
You're still saying refrigerator, dude. I can't understand
I can't
you.
hear man.
It's a Canadian thing.
Oh man. Go
Alright, so
ahead.
let's go into the big boy.
Yeah.
The WoW
Diablo?
expansion.
I was.
Wait, did they mention?
They didn't.
Did it
Did we
mention?
cover Heroes?
There's a whole bunch of stuff happening with Diablo.
There's a whole bunch of stuff mentioning with Heroes. I didn't see anything about Diablo.
I didn't see anything on Diablo.
Oh man, freaking Shinobi has been on Twitter about this whole bunch of stuff about Diablo because he streams Diablo. So I just put my phone on friggin' vibrate because I didn't want to disrupt the podcast.
Oh my god, MMO Champion is so slow right now.
I didn't hear a thing. The only thing I actually saw was the exclusive that you get from Overwatch if you buy the Origin Edition.
Yeah.
You get something in D3. That's the only thing I saw in D3.
I didn't see anything on Diablo at all. Not even MMO Champion posted anything on Diablo.
I think one of the things that Shinobi tweeted was there's set dungeons or something like that.
Weird.
Okay.
There's like a new zone or something also.
Did we even cover Heroes?
Yeah, we didn't cover Heroes either.
Oh, I thought we did cover Heroes.
No, because remember, Heroes has the thing that we were all super excited
Oh, yes. All right, so let's cover Heroes before we do this.
So Greymane.
Heroes in the Storm, 3 new characters. One is
Gen Greymane.
No, not Greymane, the other chick.
The other chick.
Check.
Oh, you mean Tracer?
No.
The
cowboy's here.
There's a warden named Lunera.
Lunera, that's it.
Lunera. There's Gen Greymane, and we have also Cho'Gall, which is
Lunera.
Yeah. Lunera is a Grove Warden from one of the Night Elf starting zones.
Okay.
Okay, so
I was about to ask. Where the hell is that
Besides
from?
Greymane looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
Greymane looks really badass, but the big part is Cho'Gall.
Oh no! Wait. No. Hold on. No, that was another thing. They had hinted that the Headless Horseman was going to be a thing too.
Yes, they did.
It's
That needs to be a
in-game
thing.
mount.
But
You can purchase
it's
it.
going to be an in-game mount, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it needs to be a hero.
I wish.
So the
That'd
biggest
be
thing,
so
the biggest
cool.
thing is Cho'Gall. Now the special mechanics with Cho'Gall is, it's a one
It's
two players has to control one character. That's what makes it very unique. How that's gonna work, I have no idea.
We'll have to try it tomorrow or something. 'Cause
Now, the only way you get Cho'Gall is if you're in the audience, or a digital subscriber, or a random participant that they'll hand it out.
But you do get it if let's say Tor and I play 2 games as Cho'Gall together, because I can play it as long as he has it.
Yes.
Once we play 2 games together, I get a copy of Cho'Gall to play with another person, and so on and so forth.
As Doi stated it's like an STD.
It's a virus.
It's an STD. You pass it on, like, and when Hal unlocks it, he'll invite Unholy, and he play 2 matches with Unholy,
And I carry his ass.
and he'll get.
Yeah, because I'll be wanting to run into walls.
Why are you attacking me, Unholy? We're on the same team.
We're on the same team, man. You got a
We're
red
attached
ring
to the
around
same
you.
body, damn it.
You got some red ring around you, bro.
Unholy be like, quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
Oh, come on,
If it's
come
red,
on.
it's dead.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. We're 50 minutes in already, and we haven't even got to the meat.
I know, right? So that's the biggest thing with Heroes of the Storm. Oh, on arena matches.
Yeah.
Basically, they put everybody in one small room, and basically you just slug it out to the death.
And they finally
free-for-all?
said that in that match you'll be able to play. You could have a team of all Illidan's or all one character if you wanted to.
Yes, all the same
Awesome.
character. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we covered Heroes of the Storm. Now let's go to the big boy. Let's start off with we already covered the trailer, so we're not.
Oh, hold on, guys. StarCraft had an announcement, but no one cared.
No, the Koreans did.
The Koreans only
The Koreans cared. All right, so the Broken Shores is going to be the initial start. I have a feeling that the Broken Shores is going to be the pre-launch event to Legion, where right here it's basically a cinematic ties directly to the story of Legion, which we saw the cinematic, kind of a little cinematic to it. Legion's going to take storytelling to a new level. We'll see that, Blizzard. You've lied to us many times in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, your damn city hubs.
The thing I'm excited for is that this Broken Shore event is going to be a 40-person scenario.
Yes.
In which Horde and Alliance will make
20 Alliance and 20 Horde working together. Working together.
Yeah. Changing the world. It starts right after the cinematic ends when you land on the Broken Shore with Varian fighting all of the demons.
Remember in last year's BlizzCon, that's also where you start your quest for your weapon on the Broken Shores.
Well, that was Gamescom. They were talking about that, and it's
Gamescom.
probably they said maybe 2 hours into the expansion you're going to start finding your weapon and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most excited for, though, an artifact weapon.
They state that the level 100 boost is going to be its own separate adventure, so the Broken Shores tuning can be more challenging and fun for when it launches. So the level 100 boost is not going to take place on the Broken Shore when you boost. It is going to be its own separate adventure with another area.
Are you still going to deal with the same shit? Did you deal with a level 90 boost?
Probably. Where you get all of your abilities taken away.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember Kara going, "But where are all my skills?" She was flipping out. I don't know where my skills are. I know I had these skills. So let's go into Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunt is a lot of shit. The Demon Hunter intro to the story is the bridge from Burning Crusade to Legion, which is answering what Illidan was doing in Black Temple all those minutes before we stormed it. Apparently we're going to see a cinematic at that point where it shows Illidan watching us assault the courtyard, and he turns to his Demon Hunters and say that you guys have an important mission to go to now.
Please don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
No,
Don't say
no
that horrible
spoilers.
joke. Don't say that horrible joke.
And apparently Illidan was not prepared for
Oh
this
my
event.
god.
Ooh, get off the stage.
I was booing that guy when he said that stupid line. Illidan was not prepared. Shut up.
You overused it. It was overused when friggin' BC was done.
You want to take off from Mardoon?
Mardoon is the prison area. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to team up with Illidan in the beginning, but then you're going to get captured and you're going to be sent to, I think it's Mardoon.
No, you got it mixed up. So, that whole cinematic with Illidan telling the Demon Hunters to go into the portal and go through, they're going to Mardoon at that point.
You're right. Mardoon.
Mardoon is a prison world for demons that was shattered by Sargeras. There you will get Keystone that hold demons in bind for a long time. Good words.
Love you long time.
Yeah, love you long time. The Burning Legion has more powerful versions of older demons, along with terrifying new demons locked away there.
Some of those demons did look badass.
Especially the girl with the giant tits. I want to smother my face into... I mean, what? Legion has giant constructs as well, which I think we all pointed out looked like cruisers from Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yes.
Very reminiscent.
I thought it was something from Star Trek.
Or Star Trek. Or we had the other thing that the Legion is just the Borg.
And we can all agree that the mount that you get from Illidan is amazing.
Yeah.
That fell... whatever it is. Fell saber.
Demon Hunters will turn the Legion's constructs against them, bringing in our own army and listening to their communications and stuff. Stealing power from the crystals, reducing the cooldowns to 0 for a short time on all of your abilities.
We covered that one.
You gain abilities from absorbing them from powerful demons during the intro.
Yes.
Illidan creates the Fell Saber mount for you.
How powerful are these demons?
A level 98 can solo them.
This is going to be taken from Sultor.
What's that?
Medivh Maiev captures prisoner, then a few years later you get released.
Yes.
Sounds kind of familiar there.
Sounds like ramming speed.
Ramming speed. It's a Sultor for anyone who's done the new expansion.
Like I said, next week we're going to do a podcast with just me and Tor talking about how awesome that thing is.
Yes.
Where are we here? Putting you in the Vault of the Wardens for a long time. The second half takes place in the Vault of the Wardens, which is coming in beta. So that's going to be a playable part before you go back to Mardoom.
This part right here is going to be very MOP.
After the intro, you join the Alliance and/or Horde, so you can help them fight the Burning Legion.
Just like Pandarians.
This does not mean, however, that you can have a Blood Elf in the Alliance. It means if you are a Blood Elf Demon Hunter, you're going to the Horde. If you're
that would have been kind of cool.
If you're a Night Elf Demon Hunter, you're going to the Alliance. So you can't go cross factions, unfortunately.
That would have been cool if they actually did that.
Yeah. You then return to Mardoom to establish your class Order Hall. So that's where the Order Hall is going to be, on that prison planet. And on the prison planet is where you're going to be doing the quest to get your very own Artifact Warglaive.
Yes.
I covered Demon Hunters. You can do the other two before I talk.
So I have a question for you, Hal.
Sure.
So after doing all this, what level would that put you at?
Level 100.
100?
But the second half is the actual questing in the expansion, I believe. So you're
the
going to
first
be...
half is almost like a novel, visual novel.
Yeah. So
that's the best way to put it.
So when you get captured, you're going to be like level 99. Then you're going to quest through there, and then it takes you to the main point in the story where everybody else is at.
Okay, that sounds pretty fair.
Yeah.
Okay, while
You're
in the
gonna see
Broken
a
Isle.
lot of demon hunters on variety.
You're going to see a lot of demon
Oh my
hunters.
god, right?
Yes. That's why they're only allowing one per server.
Yeah. And you have to
It'll
have
be
a
like a
level
Death Knight
70
all
to
over.
make one.
Okay, so at the Broken Isles, we're looking for the Titan relics. Each zone will have you have to capture one Titan relic from each zone.
They are separate from the Pillars of Creation. The Pillars of Creation are points in which we have to capture as well.
Broken Isles were a tiny part of a vast region of Azeroth known as the how's it pronounced?
Suramar.
Suramar. Now, just throwing back, wasn't originally the Goblin area called the Broken Isles? Or am I thinking something different?
You're thinking something different. Broken Isles was only ever mentioned in Warcraft 3, I believe.
Yep.
Well, maybe it was assumption that the Broken Isles was the Goblin
What
area.
you're thinking of is the Lost Isles.
Lost Isles.
Oh,
What you're thinking.
okay. You're right. Thank you. Suramar was devastated by the shattering, leaving only the broken isles. So originally, that area where the dungeon is that we're going to be going into with Deathwing, is that where he broke out and then
No.
came into our world where
No.
he was dormant?
No, when he turned the demon soul against the dragon aspects,
Yes.
when he got tore apart by the old gods for trying to touch the disc, this is the area in which he was resting for a little bit before he started breaking apart. So that was the lair of Neltharion. That was where he, as an Earth Warder, was residing to. That was his domain in that area. It was a giant cave, I think.
Yes.
It's a giant cave, and it's made out of the earth itself. Like, the earth was formed around that. He formed that to his exact specifications when he made it.
So Suramar was basically...
This was before he became all molten and wanting to tentacle rape everything.
But the shattering was when Deathwing came out and he destroyed Azeroth.
No, the shattering was when the Well of Eternity imploded.
Okay.
The Sundering... well, actually, they fucked up. Is what they did. It was supposed to be the Sundering that they mentioned, and the Shattering is actually when Deathwing came up. You're right. They, yeah. They fucked up, is what they did.
Okay.
They
you hear
gone
first.
goofed.
You hear it first here at Coffee Talk. We corrected.
You done goofed.
Black shirt guy.
Black shirt guy. Angry Bird shirt guy.
All right, it was Valshara.
Valshara.
Valshara is being consumed by the Emerald Nightmare. We finally get to see the Emerald Drain. Finally, after how many years? After killing those nightmare dragons back in Burning Crusade.
Vanilla.
And
Too damn long,
Vanilla.
Tor. Too damn long.
I feel like Tor should have been The Rock. He's like, finally, the Emerald Dream has come back to
Azeroth.
Garden.
On SmackDown.
Malfurion was trained as a druid there.
That's where Malfurion became the first druid.
Yes, Shaladrassil was a gateway in the Emerald Dream, but has been twisted and tainted.
One of the first world trees is what Shaladrassil was.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many world trees are there?
There are... there's no specific number. I think there's just giant trees that give life.
I think that's what they call like the bigger trees. They call them world trees.
Because isn't there one in Hyjal?
Yes.
Yeah. You're gonna meet one of the... You're going to meet 3 of the key arc druids of Valshara. These are ancient fucking druids, like made when Malfurion was made. When Malfurion became a druid.
This is going to be cool. New satires.
New satyrs, yeah.
I call them satires. Sorry.
Satires?
Satires. Yes, it's up there with my.
It's a tire that's sad.
It's up there with the other words you can't say.
Satyrs.
They're new satires in the zone.
Lots of new models for druids. Especially, we saw the Boomkin model.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Very,
New
very
Boom
good.
Chicken models?
Yes, it looks
super
really
high
good.
res, man. It's awesome
I
looking.
may have to boost my my druid that's on freaking
Many of the structures in this area are inspired
your
by
server,
trees.
Tor.
Very Kashik style, basically.
Yeah.
It's going to be very Kashik-like. A lot of tree type of buildings.
Mhm.
Stormheim.
You want me to
After
go
the
to that one?
intro, after the intro, we will go to Stormheim and meet the Vikrols competing against the God King.
We will learn more about the Gavaldir and the Valkyr, which is the Gavaldir are the big
cool guys.
the big dudes, like the big humanoid-looking dudes from Northrend.
Oh yes, in Lich King, they're in the center area where the Citadel is.
Yeah, they're in Utgard. We're in
Yes.
that area.
They're the more human ones.
The Valkyr are basically the banshees that Sylvanas has under her control right now.
They're
The ones that look like me?
white. They're all white and glowy.
The white and glowy. These are primal Valkyr, which are before they've been, before they're dead. So basically, these are beings of like pure light. That's what these.
They're on their way out.
Do you think that somehow Sylvanas will try to manipulate them?
I think you're going to see a big thing there. I think maybe Sylvanas is going to be one of the people that try to figure out the origin of these Valkyr. I think.
If given the chance, probably, yeah.
Mystic Valkyr are religious zealots. So it means that they're very devoted to like the light and stuff. So no asking them for sex.
God damn it.
There
That explains the bush.
there are there are ascended Valkyr in the halls of valor. These are Valkyr who have died but have been blessed by their god gang up there. There's a new dragonflight.
They actually look pretty cool. The new
The
dragonflies.
storm dragons are found in Stormhelm in Surma. In Azuna. That's the place we couldn't figure out what it was now. Azuna.
Oh, okay. Suna.
Okay, quick, what's the best way to get blessed in the Hall of Valor? Sneeze.
Pull down your pants and pray for a priest to bless you.
Open your asshole and say 15 Hail Marys.
No, you gotta sneeze.
Azuna, Ashara's vengeance devastated this zone before the Sundering. Mystery of why she killed and cursed thousands of her own people is yet to be known. Max view distance has been increased by 3 times in Legion.
That's gonna be
Oh my
awesome.
god, FOV sliders have been increased.
We meet remnants of the Blue Dragon Flight. These are a dying breed of Blue Dragon Flight, which I'm assuming were scattered when the Dragon Soul was used against the Blue Dragon Flight. Let's see here. Warden's Isle is an island in that zone, the home of the Vault of the Wardens. So that's where you're going to be emerging from when you're a Demon Hunter.
The Spectres, you were like, what the? What is that?
The Spectre is the male counterpart to the Banshee.
Now, if you remember in the low zone areas, when you're leveling up, say like the undead, you'll see the female banshees. They're all white and they got the green hair and they're flying around like ooh.
A
like
good
that.
place for Alliance people to remember that is Dark Shore. Dark Shore had
Okay.
a lot of those places.
Yes, and also
The
where
ones that attacked you, screw those things.
Yeah. What were you gonna
Hate
say,
those
Tor?
things.
oh, what's the freaking the paladin? His burial area is
Oh, Uther Lightbringer?
Uther. Yes, there's tons of them over there.
Yeah. There is a new huge type of Naga, and I told Halagag it looks like he ate all the Halloween candy. Because
Yeah.
he looks like
He's all-
he's super fat. He's very top heavy. Naga have a new high-res model, armor and weapons. Awesome.
They
They
look
look
pretty good.
scary as fuck.
Yes,
As
as it should.
There is local sea giant kingdom that Ashara has allied with, and did you know, Tor, that they used Admiral Taylor to measure how a human looks towards the sea giant?
Those sea giants are friggin'
Yeah,
ginormous.
they redid the sea giants and they look so awesome.
Yeah. The Wrath of Ashara is a huge creature that is huge. Wardens have owl companions, so when you see a warden, they're going to be accompanied by a flying owl. Greek island concept is for Azuna, so Azuna is very heavily influenced by Greek land masses.
That'd be cool. That would be cool to see.
Lots of new
I like
columns
the-
and domes for the Night Elf architecture have been made in this zone.
I like all the Greek stuff that they have like in the game, like all the pillars and
And Azuna, as well as the rest of all of the areas, are being worked on by 80-plus artists and 60-plus designers on the team.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's a little bullshit. High Mountain Tour?
With that, I would like to see maybe some type of cutscene or something that we actually physically get to see Queen Azara. I want to physically see her.
I don't think they have her
go
model
to,
made yet, man. Holy.
I would
If you
love
go
to
to
see her.
the second area of the Night Elf, if you go like almost all the way down the bottom, like to a ruin.
Yeah, but
You see like 4 Nagas there. You kill them, you see a Shara.
yeah, but that's just a generic model.
Still Queen Shara.
Yeah, it's
You want to
still
see her?
Shara.
There you go. There's Queen Shara.
Yeah, High
Smart.
Mountain Tour.
All right, High Mountain, one of the largest mountains in Azeroth. From the stream, it's pretty damn big. It looks like there might be something on the top.
Mm-hmm.
On the top of the mountain, maybe some town or something up there.
That's where you get your flying.
There might be an ancient civilization up there, actually. I think they said.
There are 3 ancient Tauren clans that have lived in peace for generations. One of them we're calling the Canadian Moose because one of them looks
They have giant
This
moose
is what-
antlers.
Nice.
they have moose antlers and they're wearing the Canadian colors. So we're calling them the Moose.
Thank you, Blizzard.
I know Tor's gonna mess this up and call it the Donut Tribe or something. It's the Drogbar.
Drogbar, that's what I was going to say.
Drogbar.
Stole the artifact. This is the new race that you... It looks like they
They look like buff
Frankenstein.
trolls. They look like buff trolls, is what it was. I thought they looked like really muscular trolls, is what
I thought it was like a Frankenstein's monster, honestly. It was really bad done.
The Drogbar are a shamanistic race. They are cave-dwelling and were enslaved for some time by an unknown force.
Drogbar Chieftain is in Netherian's lair.
There are new creatures like the Alpine Harpies and the new Moose models. Which,
Tauren-
I think we all said the Harpies look pretty damn good.
Yeah, they
I wanna
redid
fuck
them.
one.
I would like to fuck a Harpy. I would do that. I'd do that shit. Tauren decorate their horns to show clan and rank. In the Taurens from the High Mountain. And Swiss Alps and Yosemite are inspirations
Yosemite.
for this.
Yosemite.
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 Listen, you take you and your satires and you go fucking away, okay? Suramar.
Suramar.
Yosemite.
Suramar City is still intact thanks to the defensive spells from the city mages.
The defensive spells?
Defensive, yes, because they're a little too sensitive. They harness the
Yosemite.
power from the night well, keeping it up for 10,000 years.
Damn, they have to have a lot of
Stamina. to keep it
yeah.
up.
The elves became dependent on energies of the well, relying on it for living energy.
Doesn't that sound a little familiar?
Blood elves.
Blood elves,
Yeah.
dependent on magic.
Yeah. Elves in the city are a new type of elves made from an old type of elves called the Nightborn.
The gates of the city were opened by the Legion. The city is kept in darkness. Now, that's going to be kind of cool going in there.
Yeah. Crimes are punishment by exile from the city. Physical withdrawal makes them into the Nightfallen, which is like a zombie version of an elf.
And basically, if you would suck all the soul and essence out of a night elf, that's what they would look. They look like the ones from by Silvermoon.
Yeah.
Those guys, that looks like them.
If a Nightfallen cannot get arcane sustenance, they become permanently withered, which means their chest and stuff is no longer flesh, it's just like decaying bone.
They need their fix.
They need their fix.
It's like a prune.
It's like a walker. They're like a walker from that weird show, Walking
Oh,
Dead.
Oh, you mean zombie?
Oh yeah, a Zambi, yeah. Ancient,
We're not in that universe. You can't use that
ancient
word.
night elves are arcane based, not nature based. So you're gonna see a lot of arcane wielding night elves in the city.
That's going to be cool. Having night elves actually doing arcane damage.
And Suramar City is one of the most ambitious projects the team has ever done. A giant playable night elf metropolis. So your characters are going to be able to freely roam in this area.
Did they even post where exactly on the map where Dalaran's going to be put?
Yeah, it's by
Yeah.
Zuna, I think.
Up in the sky.
Yeah, Suna.
It's by Azuna, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to move on to gameplay and systems. You want to just read one at a time? You and I back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth.
I'll go first. Originally, the plan was to work your way through the broken isle zones in a clockwise manner.
will also chime in on that one. Basically, they changed it so you can go
Anyway.
any direction you want. Basically, it's going to steal from SWTOR once again.
Yeah.
If you want to go, let's just say the zone is level, what is it, 105 to 110.
Yeah.
Well, what's going to happen is, if you're like, it's going to scale you down. If you're level 100 and you want to help out a friend that's level 1, that's at that level, you'll go down to the level of that zone.
Basically, what they said was your level doesn't scale; the zone scales to you.
Yes.
So, it's one of the things that we're going to mention again. They say it takes 12 seconds to kill a boar at 102. It's going to take you 12 seconds to kill it at 106.
Everything scales. So basically, you can go in any path in any area you want to go to.
Good, because the game's not tedious enough.
I think it's going to give you a lot more freedom, the way it's sounding.
We just covered it. The team has learned from flex and scaling in Warlords. Zone scale now for you.
Yeah.
Are they still going to do those random event things? Because those are pretty
we're going to get to
fun.
that. That's near the bottom here.
Yeah.
The Broken Isles will let you do the 4 leveling zones in any order you want. And yes, all zones will scale. That's not true. They said one zone is going to be a level 110 zone only with its own separate story.
I think that said that was Suramar. That's the final area.
Something like that, yeah.
Which that zone will come like
here it
6
goes.
months
Yeah,
later.
right there, right there.
Next line. All roads lead to Suramar, which is the max level zone.
You can play with your friends as the zone scales. Level 105 and level 102 players can go to the zone and quest together.
Players aren't being scaled. The world is. So just remember, the world is scaling to you.
We already said the 12 second for the board, so ideally players won't even notice the scaling, so it's going to be seamless.
There still be enemies that won't scale to come back to tackle at max level. Basically, some elites will always stay at elites. They won't scale because they're an elite. They're like,
we don't conform to you, so go the fuck away from us.
So with the world scaling, is that like basically the world levels around the player instead of the player
correct.
leveling around? Okay.
In the past, you would go to a zone, do some daily quests for some reason, and then never go back. They want to change that in this expansion, where they're always going to give you a chance to go back and get the dailies done for a specific reason.
In Legion, the goal is to have the best of Warlords and Mr. Pandaria. The freedom to choose which quests you want on any given day. But there's still a purpose to the story. So basically, they want you to quest, but not feel like it's a chore.
They want you to do it at your own convenience and your own leisure. Is what they want. There will be some structure to endgame quests that should not feel less like a required content. Oh, but it should feel less like required content. So the story is going to be overarching in these zones, but they're not going to feel like you have to do these stories.
Unless you're a completionist.
Yeah.
Going for the lore master.
Yeah, exactly. What was it?
Endgame content.
Alright, the endgame content can make us all feel like the Broken Isles. Thanks, blah. Me read more gooder.
The endgame content can make use of all of the Broken Isles thanks to the scaling. So
I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, so like you're in the end
zone. Dude,
it's
only 8:30.
So you're like in the end zone, and you picked up a quest there. It's like go back to High Mountain and settle this uprising of like Torrens or something like that that's happening there.
Okay, Legion will have an ongoing world quest that's constantly changing, varied season, gameplay, and rewards.
Varied reasons, gameplay, and rewards.
Oh, reasons. So basically, there's going to be events all the time happening. World bosses are also going to be changed unfrequently, so it doesn't get bored, the world events. Since everything scales with you, they can do world events in any area, in any zone.
If you wanna like equate it to something, it's basically gonna be the adventure mode from Diablo. So you know how you go to a Diablo and like for like 5 minutes you're doing like you're killing the Skeleton King, and then the next one you're going to like an area with a bunch of skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just hop from act to act.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it's region specific.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Objectives will last from hours to an entire week, depending on how important the objective is.
This next one is how I'm feeling right now. Team wants you to feel overwhelmed with some of the variety of choices. I kind of feel overwhelmed now because they're throwing a lot at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to complete things. I like to get things done. So if I get a lot of tasks done, like all thrown at me, it's overshock.
Rather than choosing what missions to send followers on, you're going to go on those missions yourself.
No more garrison missions.
Yeah.
Some objectives.
Obsolete.
Oh, go ahead.
Some objectives are reputation specific. So depending on how your rep with thing, you'll get harder quests or more beneficial quests.
Yeah. Some of these objectives are PvP related, such as assaulting an Alliance tower as a horde.
Like we mentioned before, world bosses can be an objective. You'll get a quest for killing a world boss. So there's many choices of you to be doing when you go to your hub, the little hub area.
Gatherers, or people who only like gathering, will have special objectives on their own for them only.
This can bring back some mini gameplay, such as rolling the wall quest in the Veil. I don't remember that.
Rolling on the wall quest in the Veil.
I don't remember that one.
They're catering to me.
Yeah, it was one of the most fun daily quests I've ever done.
Which one was that?
Rolling on the wall.
You literally roll down the serpent spine of Pandaria and try to knock people off.
It's like a slalom type run thing.
I never did that one.
Oh my god, it's so fun.
All of the
rolling
region...
on the wall, pissing and shitting everywhere.
Oh! Okay, guys, I figured out what the whole controversy about region-based thing was. All of the region will have the same objectives for that time, so you can play with friends on other servers. If Thorium's objective is to kill 14 walruses, every server is going to have 14 walrus kill quests on that area.
Yeah.
Nice.
That I thought they meant like North America and like Europe.
Like remember the whole perfect scenario was with Angelique. He needed that quest, and it would never pop up on his server, but on our server, the pit daily. We would have the pit daily like 5 days in a row, but on his server, he couldn't get it for his life. He was like almost a month without getting the pit daily.
So he couldn't fly, so Tor had to cater his ass everywhere.
So this is what they mean by that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You begin an emissary store.
Emissaries will send you to do quests and some objectives for their faction. You can pick available ones. These aren't daily quests, so they will hang around for a couple of days. So basically, if you go to your area in Dalaran and these 2 quest givers are there, I don't have time to do it today. But damn, I'm gonna miss out on it. No, it's no longer.
Yeah.
If you miss out on it today, it'll be there tomorrow and maybe the 3rd day. But if you don't have time to do it today, it's fine. It'll still be around for the next day.
If you don't log in for a while, there may be more emissaries than usual waiting for you, similar to Hearthstone. No idea what they mean by that comparison.
Basically, they'll be all waiting there. They'll be all waiting there.
Yeah, the daily quests. Okay, yeah.
What the hell? You've been gone for a week. There's like 30 of us.
I can cover raids by myself.
We should beat you up now.
We can go to the same dungeon store if you want.
Okay.
All right. Raids. Legion will have 2 raids at the start of the expansion. So when the expansion launches, it's going to launch with 2 raids already intact and ready to go.
Not right away.
Well, a week or so after.
They wait 2 weeks.
All 37 bosses?
2 weeks before raids open.
Yeah, the Emerald Nightmare is a 7-boss raid in Valshara, essentially the Emerald Dream. So we're finally, all you nerds who wanted that are getting that again.
Sorry.
You get there by, you get to the Emerald Nightmare by climbing the World Tree, climbing the World Tree, crossing over from our reality to the Dream. So it's gonna be like phasing technology, I would assume. The first raid boss is a dragon.
Finally, they were big concerned that there was no dragons and warlords at all.
The pestilence worm is a green dragon that is now withered away and is dead.
It's basically a black dragon. It looks like it's been drained.
Yeah, it looks like it's been drained of all life. Cenarius is the next boss, corrupted by the nightmare. He may live or die, but this is just a boss. He may or may not die, rather. Sorry.
Isn't Cenarius in our timeline? Like
Cenarius is the druid that taught Malfurion how to be a druid.
But isn't he in our world, like hanging out in
Hyjal.
In Hyjal?
Yeah, but they're saying that he's...
Yo, he's that green guy, right?
He's so connected to the Emerald Dream
that green guy.
It corrupts him when the thing gets corrupted.
Yeah, because his corrupted version looks pretty damn
His
nasty.
corrupted version is like, I'm on fire.
I'm on fire, you don't mess with him.
Xavius is the third boss of this encounter, which means Xavius is not the end boss.
Yeah, why they lie to us?
Yeah.
Lies already.
Xavius is the third boss. He's the old satyr. He's the first satyr, or the satire. First satire. Suramar Palace is a 10-boss raid that is Gul'dan's base of operation. Dream.
What do they mean by that? 10 boss?
It's a 10-boss raid.
Oh no! What? Originally they put 10-man raid on the thing. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, it's a 10-boss raid. Yeah. That is Gul'dan's base of operations. Dream. In the center of the Nightborn and home is the center of the Nightborn and home to the Eye of Aman'Thul. The Eye of Aman'Thul is a relic artifact that is from one of the Pantheon. Suramar Palace.
Eye of Aman'Thul.
Suramar Palace isn't a dark zone; it's a light city, so it's really bright.
Is it majestic?
It's majestic. There will be a Dreadlord ambassador that you fight.
Look at the final one.
Grand Magistrix of the Nightborn is a boss. And the final Gul'dan is the boss.
Grand Magic Tricks? Did you say?
Tricks for kids.
Magistrix.
Magic Tricks.
Magistrix, yes. Magistrix. And yeah, Gul'dan's the final boss of the Suramar raid.
Alright, for dungeons, there are 10 dungeons. 5 are regular dungeons, and then another 5 are going to be coming out only at max level.
Yeah. Level up dungeons include the Eye of Ashara, Neltharion's Lair, Halls of Valor, Darkhide Thicket, and the Violet Hold.
Thicket.
Out of those, I think Neltharion's Lair is the one I'm most excited to see. Dungeons will be integrated into stories of zones than previously before. The way I'm interpreting this is, if you complete a zone,
it's going to tell you to go complete the dungeon.
It's gonna link it to the dungeon instead of going to the dungeon early.
Yeah,
you won't access that dungeon until you get to a certain point in the story that will mix in with the dungeon.
The dungeons.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Is there what's gonna be the requirements for the heroic versions?
That we don't know yet.
No,
the dungeons
better not be silver.
There's not going to be any requirement for like proving grounds.
Okay.
They took that out.
I hated that.
The dungeons can be done in any order as they scale to your level. So even the dungeon content will scale to your level.
Basically, think of this as
scales
every
to
zone.
you.
Every zone is its own story, so you can mix it in any way you want. All the zones will all lead to the center area.
The big ending.
The big ending, yes.
At max level, Tor?
At max level.
At max level is where you're starting.
At max level. There are 5 more dungeons. The Vault of Wardens, Blackrock Hold, Helheim, Suramar Noble District, and Suramar Catacombs. I always like the word catacomb because
Catacombs?
it's always catacomb. Yes. Now I want cereal.
I'm impressed.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm impressed Noble has his own district.
Suramar Noble District has some new gameplay that is different from any other gameplay that you have done before. I highly doubt that.
Is there mini games?
I do not know.
I want to.
Is there
That's what I
Pong?
want to do. Yeah, Pong.
Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
Simpsons
I want to be playing my MMO and play mini games instead of interacting with actual like people.
Oh, play ESO.
Dark Heart Thicket. Level up dungeons
Thicket.
in Valshanar in the heart of the forest corruption. Part of the story zone is to rescue an ally trapped in there.
Malfurion.
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 Halls of Valor. Halls of Valor is a level up dungeon in Stormheim that is inspired by Valhalla. You will prove your worth to Odin, not Odin.
Yes. Odin.
You are racing the God King to claim the Aegis of Agramar. One of the best looking dungeons the art team has ever made.
Basically racing against Nalgag's father to the top.
Helheim.
Helheim, the counterpart of the Horse Halls.
The Horse of Valor!
The horse.
I am fucking sleepy.
It's okay, we're almost done, Tor. We're almost done.
Is there hellhounds in there?
I don't know.
Fuck, I thought I was tired.
Helheim, the counterpart of the Halls of Valor, is the max level dungeon when you start on the dock to board the. Oh, this is the one with the ship.
That's the really cool
Oh,
one.
my
That
God.
Get
Get out of
Basically,
here.
you go board the cursed ship of the dam. This takes on a ship. It looks so awesome. The
So
ship
is it-
was going. It just. You have to see it. It's really.
Is it like the
It's like Grimrail Depot.
the-
It's
yeah,
just like
yeah.
Grimrail,
So-
but on a
But
boat.
it looks better, so you can say, I'm
million
on a boat,
times better.
motherfucker, don't you ever
You're
forget.
gonna play it.
Blackrock Hold is a max-level dungeon, ancient elven stronghold, used against the Legion, militaristic elves, and Lord Ravencrest is the final boss. Who I was sure was dead in lore, but I'm pretty sure they just brought him back for no reason.
How come that name sounds very familiar, Lord Ravencrest?
Lord Ravencrest is who gave Illidan control of the Moonguard in the War of the Ancients when...
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember, was that Warcraft, I think?
That's Warcraft 3.
Okay.
Lord
that's
Ravenclaw.
He's not actually part of that.
Harry Potter! The goal for
It's
Legion
actually
is
the
to
book.
keep dungeons relevant for the entire expansion, both in terms of rewards and difficulty.
Now that's where they talked about this whole keystone system, in which when you complete the dungeon, you get a keystone, and you'll constantly, depending on how far you get through the dungeon each time, or whether you complete it in a certain amount of time, you get a harder version of that dungeon.
Think of Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very Diablo.
Yeah, it sounds like the Greater Rift.
You go from hard to
Keystone.
hardest to hell, and it just keeps going up like that.
Inferno.
Inferno. It gets, every version gets harder, but the rewards are better. You get better gear for every time you get
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I
Or
like the
maybe,
idea that they're taking ideas from their other games.
Especially
And-
one that's addictive like Diablo.
Yeah,
Ugh. Dungeons also need some variation to avoid the Mechanar problem, picking the most efficient dungeon to do, even if it isn't your favorite. So basically, it's just... Yeah, you know how leveling up Blood Bowl Slag Mines was the fastest way to get your experience?
screw that.
Yeah, well, they don't want that to happen again.
Are they still implementing the challenge modes?
That's
Yeah.
Taurus.
Legion's challenge modes will keep dungeons relevant. Basically, they're going to have challenge modes. They're going to be timed, but it's not too much in the timed way. There's just like a one set time that you have to beat.
Yeah. It should be no difficult than receiving a silver medal on the time dungeons.
Okay.
The Challenger's Keystone is used to start dungeon challenge modes. It may come from world objectives. The Keystone has a power level that determines the difficulty and reward. Higher levels of it will have the same additional modifiers. There is now a single timer roughly around where silver is now. If you beat the timer, you upgrade your stone, and you can take on a more challenging version. If you fail, you lose the keystone, but still get some loot.
I think they're going to change that right away. I worked my ass off to get this stone, and you're going to take it away from me?
It's probably, like they said, it's going to come from world objectives, so when you're doing the adventure mode, you're like, oh, I picked up a keystone for this dungeon.
Yep.
So it's probably going to be easy to get.
Like this, you get a jackpot at the end of the week based on your best run.
That's nice.
At the end of the week or at the end of the dungeon?
End of the week.
The week?
There will be new modifiers to master each week.
Wait, a week?
To keep things fresh. So the modifiers could be completed in this time limit, or if you are into the dungeon, there may be a pack when you first come into the dungeon that you have to kill, or there may be a boss right before the trash pull that you have to take care of.
As good as you are, there will always be more of a challenge for you in dungeons. So that's, every time you level up the dungeon, it's always going to be more challenging. They're going to throw something in there differently. Also,
they said they were going to add
the modifiers.
Creatures. Yeah.
Remember the modifiers? Some creatures if below 30%, they get 100%. Will get 100% damage, or once that if you kill, they will explode right after death. Some will have poison attacks.
That is uncleansable.
That's uncleansable.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like Diablo.
Yeah. You will have to focus on combat experience, not just the time. So
higher level keystones will give more health and damage to enemies, but also will give them more in range. Things like in range, like I was just saying.
Yeah.
Are the monsters randomly are the mobs randomly generated every dungeon?
I'm gonna assume, that's gonna be sort
because like they said, one of the perks, one of the abilities they might throw in there is more trash mob.
To go on with the enrage, extra enemies, corpses explode, leave fire behind, constant dot damage for the entire dungeon.
That sounds nasty. The constant dot damage.
Yeah, that's gonna be shit.
Fuck that.
And I'll do the last two, Tor. I know you're tired. The system will start slightly above the heroic dungeon difficulty level. So when you get your keystone, if you haven't done the heroic version of the dungeon, you're going to be very surprised when you walk into that dungeon.
Yeah.
And this system will complement raiding or even replace it for you entirely, depending on what you choose to do. So, there might be guilds completely dedicated to this running of the heroic challenge modes and stuff for Legion.
I can see that.
Yeah, if you're not you have a group of 5 people and you don't really want to be doing any raiding, you do LFR just for the storyline.
Let's say you have a guild, it's been around for 12 years. It can't really get the healers that it needs. When it gets the healers, the DPS leave.
Hey, Hal.
Oh.
You watching my stream? You watching my stream? Hey, Hal, here, a cherry on top. There you go. A cherry on top. There you go, Hal.
Let's say you're Order of the Black Lotus, alright? And you can't raid every week because everybody's egos and their heads are shoved up their own asses. Let's just say that. I'm sorry, Tor. I love you, you know that. He's giving me silent treatment.
I just saw it on your stream.
I love this snap feature.
What? The snap feature?
At the same time, I'm on the PC, I'm on my Xbox.
He's lagging. Now
yeah, he's lagging a little bit.
He's sounding distorted.
That's because his Xbox just turned off. Xbox off.
It's downloading Halo.
Oh.
Well, one thing you need to learn is if you're live streaming or you're playing, never use the word Xbox because it's gonna listen to you and you're gonna screw yourself.
Yeah.
It's like a kid. I heard my name. What do you want?
As much as I'd love to talk about the cinematic, I think everybody's running on fumes here.
I've been up since 7 a.m. so
I've been up since 6, so.
No kidding.
I've been up since 8.
There's a lot of information, though. We got a lot of information
But-
today.
We got all our information from MMO Champion. We're not gonna. We did all this. We got all our
Yeah,
information.
it's all from MMO Champion.
If you want to go to MMO Champion, check out the notes yourself. There's also tons of screenshots. So when we talk about like a dragon, you can actually go see the models for the dragons.
If
or
you
certain
guys
play-
want to, you can head on over to youtube.com/Alvanas, where I have already gone over most of those screenshots.
Thank you, you whore.
I wouldn't. It's kind of boring over there.
There's no t-shirts. No punch
At least I don't post every 4 months.
I do.
Fuck yourself, Torre.
You're so mean to me.
Torre and Unholy are the two favorite people I love to abuse. Torre's like my wife, and you're like my side bitch.
His Gumad.
I smack the shit out of Torre and then tell you I'm gonna do it to you, but I don't.
Aw.
Oh, you disappointed.
Oh.
Oh.
Disappointment.
I was hoping.
Alright, so we've gone on quite a long time.
Way too long. I'm putting this VOD up on my channel.
Yep.
Anyone can see it. Go to my channel.
And
If you don't know who I'm at, who am I? Go fuck
Who
yourself.
am I?
Who am I at?
Who am I at? Go fuck
Who am
yourself.
I? And I'm at the hood.
If you don't know who I am at, go fuck yourself. You
fuck
fucking
yourself.
talking to me? I'm called the Brooklyn Rapist, okay?
Oh my god.
Later, guys.
Later.
Signing off.
Till next time.
See ya.